The Lakers officially have enough money now to sign another max free agent in NBA free agency. What is going on, y'all? Fox Sports Talk back at it with another video talking, of course, some NBA. If you're new to the channel, make sure to go ahead and subscribe, folks. A lot of free agency and NBA content with free agency right around the corner. You don't want to miss out, man. What are you doing? If you haven't subscribed, go ahead and do so and turn on my post notifications by clicking that bell icon, because I'm posting daily videos, so you don't want to miss out on that. And also follow me on my social media. I tweet a lot, so Twitter, it's a must to follow me on there, and Instagram as well. So with that being said, let's get right into the video and talk about the fact that the Lakers have cleared up some more salary cap space, and they have gotten to that magic number of about $32 million to be able to sign another max free agent. So I'm going to talk about what the Lakers should do with that money and who they should look to sign, or whether they should break up that money and kind of build a balanced roster. So with that being said, let's get right into it. So how did the Lakers even get to this point? Because if you guys remember, a lot of people, these reporters, pundits, are all saying, oh, Rob Pelinka and the Lakers miscalculated the salary cap. They didn't account for it in the Anthony Davis trade. They screwed themselves. And I'm sitting here thinking, nah, that's can't be possible. It's a professional basketball team. There's no way they make this big of a blunder, and it turns out they didn't. They knew what they were doing, folks, okay? And again, we got to sometimes give these teams the benefit of the doubt. There was talk about how the Anthony Davis trade needed to be done by July 30th, etc., etc. With that being said, we're past that. We're here now. How did they do it? They unloaded the last three players they had on the roster. Literally, they're down to three guys, okay? So they traded away Jamario Jones, Mo Wagner, and Isaac Bonga to the Washington Wizards, and basically had the Wizards absorb that salary cap. So that was the third team in this deal, which isn't official yet. The Pelicans-Lakers deal for Anthony Davis is not official yet, so that's why you still see that a third team got involved here. So the Wizards took those contracts. And it's funny because a lot of people are saying, why would the Wizards help out the Lakers, etc.? But folks, here's the thing, like NBA teams, I get it. Sometimes they might have other agendas, but if you're literally giving away, players that have some sort of potential, and Mo Wagner, I believe, has some potential, and they're on the rookie deals, I mean, why wouldn't you do it? So to me, I don't think the Wizards were thinking, oh, we don't want to help the Lakers out. No, they're like, oh, we're getting those players for free. We'll take it. So Mo Wagner is really the best out of all three of them. But Jamario Jones at the back end of last season, when the Lakers again weren't playing their starters, he played very well. So I'm just saying. With that being said, they basically traded away those three guys, and that's how they got to this $32 million number. And now they've just got three players on the roster: LeBron James, Anthony Davis, and Kyle Kuzma. So the question now begs is, what should they do? And you guys might be thinking, Faz, it's obvious, right? They cleared out the max. That means you go for a max guy. Absolutely, you do. But who? Which max guy should they go for? And to me, there is a clear order, okay, that I would do if I'm the Lakers. And there's actually a two-step plan, which I'll be laying out for you guys right now. So, and I'm going to hide the board because the part 2 plan is below this. But here is the part 1. What should the Lakers do with their salary cap? And this is my pecking order for the max star, okay? You go for Kawhi Leonard first. He's the best player by far out of everybody in free agency, minus Kevin Durant, who's, of course, not going to play next season, but we don't expect Kevin Durant to consider the Lakers. He's looking more at the Nets and the Knicks. So Kawhi Leonard would be my number one option. He is the guy that I would want the most. If Kawhi Leonard decides to stay in Toronto, or of course go to the Clippers, then you move on to option number 2. I actually preferred Kemba over Kyrie Irving. You guys might be surprised by that, but that's because, listen, Kyrie Irving has had issues with LeBron James before. Who's to say he won't have issues again? He didn't want to play with LeBron James at the end of, obviously, now his Cavs career. I don't want those issues as much, so I would have picked Kemba over him. Now, there's new reports that Kemba could be headed to the Boston Celtics, which would throw a wrench into this, and now you lose Kemba. So basically, if you lose Kawhi, you lose Kemba, then you're down to Kyrie. That's who I would take at that point. And if Kyrie decides to go to Brooklyn or New York, wherever, then I want D'Angelo Russell. And he would be my last on this list. And again, if you can clearly see the trend here, point guard is very important. And if D'Angelo Russell, for whatever reason, stays in Brooklyn or goes somewhere else, my last resort is Jimmy Butler. And I'm not very high on this because if it comes down to Jimmy, then I might go with my plan 2, which is build a balanced roster, okay? And what do I mean by a balanced roster? I would try to sign guys like Patrick Beverley and JJ Redick. Now, you talk about that. That's a solid starting 5, right? Patrick Beverley, JJ Redick, Kyle Kuzma, or LeBron James, Kyle Kuzma, Anthony Davis. Fill out the bench with some shooters like a Wayne Ellington, you know, a guy like a J.R. Smith, who they're potentially talking about signing. And again, bench players that will take the minimum. But at that point, that's what I would do, honestly, folks. To me, if you strike out on Kawhi, Kemba, Kyrie, and D'Lo, and Jimmy's your last option, I might go with the balanced roster just because, again, to me, it would make more sense. So to me, that's what I would do if I'm the Lakers. I'm obviously trying for the max guys, but for me, if you strike out on Kawhi, Kemba, Kyrie, and D'Angelo Russell, and if it's just like Jimmy Butler, guys like Tobias Harris, no, don't spend the max on them. Go after a balanced roster. You can certainly get 2, 3, 4 very, very good players with the $32 million. Like I mentioned, Patrick Beverley, JJ Redick, Wayne Ellington, guys like that. You can sign shooters off the bench, a Terrence Ross. Guys like that would be perfect for Anthony Davis and LeBron James. So to me, that is what I would do if I'm the Lakers. So once free agency starts, man, this is the plan. You got to execute on it, and I do believe they will. Let me know what you guys think. Who would you go for if you're the Lakers? What's your order for the max free agents? Who would you try to sign first? And then would you rather not even sign a max free agent and build a balanced roster? Let me know what you guys think. Leave a comment down below if you agree or disagree. As always, thanks for watching.